I'm going to be blind tasting these Jaffa cakes so you don't have to, and we'll see if I can tell which was the premium against the cheap ones. Let's get a mouthful. Right then folks, so as I said, I'm going to be taste testing these Jaffa cakes. I've bought a variety. I wouldn't say they're all the Jaffa cakes, but I bought a variety. We're going to taste test them. We're going to do it blindly as well to see if we can tell the expensive ones from the cheap ones and if there is actually a difference. Right, so I've started this already. Get rid of them, shall we? So what I've done is I've got Zoe to put some Jaffa cakes into these individual bags and number them. So they're numbered 1 to 4, is it? Why have we only got 4? We got 5 Jaffa cakes. Okay, so we got 5 lots of these Jaffa cakes. 5, 4, all numbered. 3, 2, and 1. Now I don't know which one's which to an extent. So I do know number 1. I do know, this is a bit biased really, I do know they're the M&S ones, because M&S do rectangle ones, not circular ones. So they're technically not included, but I thought I'd give them a go. But the rest of them, no idea which one's which. And so yeah, we'll see what happens, shall we? Let's get a mouthful. So these do range in price. We've got the M&S ones, which were £3.25, and that's for a double pack. We've got the Asda ones, which were 98 pence, or 89 pence, sorry, 89 pence these were, which was for a single pack. You've got the McVitie's, which has got 10 in, and that was 98 pence. Now these were on offer. I can't remember the full price, but these were on offer in Asda. You've got the little twin pack ones, which were 89 pence, I believe. So I think these were the cheapest. And then you've got the Tesco's own ones, which were £2 for a double pack as well. So let's get into these. I'll put these to the side now, because we don't need them anymore. And let's get into the first one, shall we? So the first one, I think, we'll go in order. So the first one is these ones. So in each of these packets, she's put 2 Jaffa cakes. Now I do know these are the M&S ones. Now it has been hot, so they are melted slightly. Let's get a mouthful. Now these are one of my favourite Jaffa cakes. The orange is lovely on them. The cake bit, and they are a cake. Whether you think they're a cake or a biscuit, let me know in the comments below, but they are a cake. It's soft, it's got a little bit of bite, it's not overly soft, which is nice, and the chocolate's nice and rich. So we know them, so they're out of the way, we know which ones they are. So it's really between these 4. So we'll go with number 2, and again, I don't know which ones these are. We'll get one of these out. So again, it has slightly melted on top, so forgive the appearance. It's a rounder biscuit. There's no, for me growing up, there was always a little bit of cake around the edge covered in chocolate, and I used to bite it off before peeling the chocolate underneath. And this doesn't have that, so I don't think it's a McVitie's one. It smells of dark chocolate. It smells really rich. Let's give it a mouthful. The cake on that one's a bit softer, and the orange isn't as prominent. It's still a good Jaffa cake, but there's not as much bite in it. I think that's a cheaper one. What I'll do is I'll guess at the end which ones I think they are. I want to say that's a little one though at the moment. So to me, this is a Jaffa cake. Again, it has melted a bit with the heat that we've had. So you can see you can see the jelly, and then there's a little ridge for the cake that it sits on, and the sponge is a lot thicker than some of the other ones. So So I think this is a McVitie's. Without trying it, I think this is a McVitie's straight away. But let's give it a go. The orange isn't as strong, mind. There's the jelly. I still think that's the McVitie's one, but the jelly isn't as strong flavoured. And if I show you between 2 and 3, you can see the difference in the cake part of it. It's a lot thicker, a lot thicker. So I definitely think that's the McVitie's one. Right, we'll put them back in the pot. Alright, let's try number 4. Oh, these ones really have melted. Some of the chocolates come off the top. You can see part of the jelly, so maybe they came like that. But I think it's just where they've sat. I bought these a week or so ago and they've just melted a bit. Again, the jelly is, the biscuit is biscuit. I'm getting it wrong myself. The cake is thicker on this one. So the jelly isn't as thick, the cake isn't as thick. It's a nice Jaffa cake. There's a good cake to chocolate to jelly ratio. Again, the jelly's not as strong as the first two, but that might be the McVitie's. It's a similar sort of thing to the number 3. I might have to compare them a bit more. Hopefully this one's a bit not the same. So this one, yeah, I would say this is a cheaper one. It doesn't look as nice. I don't know if it's just where it's melted a bit. Doesn't look as appealing. It's not as thick. Let's get a mouthful. That is lovely. The cake on that is beautiful. There's a subtle orange flavour through that, and then at the end it really does hit you. That's a lovely Jaffa cake. If the orange was a bit stronger, that would be better while you're eating it, but at the end it's lovely. The cake on that is the best cake so far. I really like that. Number 5 was a good Jaffa cake. So I've got all the Jaffa cakes laid out now. So we know that's the M&S one, that's without a doubt. And I used to think they were my favourite. But I do think number 5 is now my favourite, because that was the best one in terms of texture. Flavour was good, but it could have been a bit stronger. But yeah, that might be my new favourite, but it's between 4 and 3. Which one is the McVitie's? Now looking at them, they're very similar shape. This one is slightly smaller. Where did I get them from? I think it was like that, wasn't it? Yeah. The backs are very similar, I would say, and they're similar sort of sizes. But I do think, looking at them more closely, this one is the McVitie's one, just because of the amount of cake around the side compared to this one. So I do think that's the McVitie's. And then it's between these 3 really. So we're going to say 3 is McVitie's, 4 is Tesco, and I'm basing that on the picture with the bit of cake around the outside as well. So I'm saying that that is McVitie's, Tesco. So we've got Asda and Lidl, haven't we? I want to say number 5 is Asda and number 2 is Lidl, just because of the shape, the size, and things like that. What do we reckon? Let me know in the comments which one you think's a which. Right, let's reveal, shall we? I've got them written down on this post-it note, which I've not seen. You can now see the results. Let me see. So number 1 was M&S, which we knew. Number 2 was Towergate, which is the little one, so I was right on that one. Number 3, number 3 is Tesco. They're the Tesco ones, the slightly bigger, thicker ones, are Tesco. Number 4 is McVitie's, and number 5 is Asda. So Asda, I think, are my favourites. And then, you know what? I wouldn't mind a Tesco one at all. McVitie's are nice. They're the generic standard ones. And the M&S ones are good, but they're expensive. It's a good Jaffa cake, full of flavour, but they are expensive. Let me know what you think of this review, or this game, whatever you want to call it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Consider us hitting the like button. I would appreciate it. It helps the channel out. It helps it get to more people. And consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.